Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we've got a ball game here. This is the final game of September 9, 1969 in our replay. And it is also the second of a two-game series, Montreal at San Francisco. Montreal won the first game. The Giants have lost 7 in a row, and they're surprisingly, they're still only 4 games behind the Atlanta Braves. Kathy Harden has arrived. We welcome you, Kathy Harden. And we're so glad that you were able to make it here. A win by the Giants here can put them within 3.5 of Atlanta. Mays is still out. He's in a couple days. He'll be back. The starters are Mike Wegener, right-hander for the Expos. He has won 2 games this year. And Juan Marichal, also a right-hander. He leads Major League Baseball with 22 wins. We're going to have our X-Post will be up in about 4 minutes. Let's go through our opening lineups here. For the Montreal Expos, and we are in Candlestick Park. For the Expos, leading off is Ty Klein in the center field. Batting second, Gary Sutherland at second base. Batting third is Rusty Staub in right field. Ron Fairley is the cleanup hitter. He's at first. Mac Jones bats fifth. He's in left field. Coco LeBoy bats sixth. He's at third base. Ron Brand is the catcher, batting seventh. Bobby Wine at shortstop, batting eighth. And the pitcher, Mike Wegener, batting ninth. For the San Francisco Giants, Ken Henderson will lead off in right field. Again, Mays still out with the injury. He's back. We expect him back in a couple days. Ron Hunt batting second at second base. Jim Ray Hart batting third and left. Willie McCovey, the cleanup hitter, and playing first base. Bobby Bonds batting fifth in center. Jim Davenport batting sixth at third base. Bill Barton behind the plate and batting seventh. Hal Lanier, the shortstop, batting eighth. And the amazing Juan Marichal pitching and batting ninth again with 22 wins. This game is set to start in 11 minutes, and Kathy Harden is for the Giants. I figured that'd be the case. After this game, I will update. I will do a live update of the standings and leaders and review them for anyone who may be interested. The X post is up, and it's good. I'm going to use the lavatory real quickly here. And when I get back, well, I'll just be sitting here with you because we're due to start. Well, since Kathy Harden's here, I guess there's no reason why I can't start now. I went for the eye exam, Kathy. Thank you for asking. It's going to be 4 weeks. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Oh. A beautiful, and we thank Kathy Harden for the repost, a beautiful day for a game of Strat-O-Matic. And just to mention on Harvard's president, Claudine Gay, her conduct was inexcusable. There's no way to sugarcoat this. Her testimony on anti-Semitism was reprehensible, but also her plagiarism is pervasive and persistent. And her corrections were reactive. They were to the accusations. They weren't done. And I don't know how anyone gets away with plagiarism like that, period, repeatedly, and then becomes president of one of the, supposedly, the greatest learning institutions in the world. Just unbelievable. She resigned. She's resigning today. That's all I have to say about it. Has nothing to do with who she is or that she's a black person or anything like that. I would have liked to be sympathetic to the first black female president of Harvard, but it's totally unacceptable. And frankly, I'll say one last thing. I'm surprised at the tolerance of whatever board or council reviews such things. I'm just hoping for one good day today. About 4 minutes, the teams will take the field. I am so glad that you have decided to join us for this ball game. And I'll do a live update of following, because this is the last game of September 3. Then we move on to September 4. September 4, I might like to let you know, is the beginning of divisional play, meaning teams will play other teams within their own division. That's good for pennant races. I don't know if they set it up that way on purpose. So this is the last inter-divisional game of the season. Looking ahead to September 4, it'll be the White Sox at the Angels, a snoozer. Orioles at the Tigers. Twins, the Twins finish up a series at the A's. I'm so sorry. Oh no, that's inter. That's Twins at the A's. Yeah, what am I thinking? LA at San Diego and KC at Seattle. That will be a travel day for most teams. Only 5 games scheduled. On September 5th, the Pirates will play the Cubs, just highlighting some of the big games. Atlanta at Cincinnati. Giants at the Astros, Phillies at the Mets, a doubleheader. Montreal at St. Louis, who's still in the race. And then we will go on from there. McGinn and Wazlewski pitched in relief in this game in real world for Montreal. Marichal went all the way in this game. Oh, that's good coffee. And in about a minute, we expect the Giants to take the field. We are in Candlestick Park. And Charles Caracciolo has arrived. We're great to see you, Charles. Again, Juan Marichal, 22 wins, leading all of Major League Baseball. He had only 21 in real world, so he's really doing well. And he had a 2.10 ERA. Pitched 300 innings. And the Giants take the field. It's Marichal on the mound, taking his warm-ups, caught by Barton. In the infield, setting him up defensively. McCovey at first, Hunt at second, Lanier at short, Davenport at third. In the outfield, left to right, Hart, Bonds, and Henderson. And you're here for the actual start. That's a great thing. And leading it off is Ty Klein for the Montreal Expos. Here's Juan Marichal on the mound. Look for, or listen for, I should say. Listen for his big kick. He's ready now. The wind-up. And big kick and the pitch from Marichal. 5'11", left-handed. And he grounds it to first for Stretch McCovey, and he takes it to the bag, one away. And we are underway. Here's Gary Sutherland now. Kelly Hibbs has arrived. Marichal. And the pitch 4-8. Right-handed. There's a base hit to right off Marichal's card. Henderson throws it in from right field. And Sutherland is on first, one out. And here's Rusty Staub. Left-handed hitter. Marichal now working from the stretch. That's 5-2 left-handed. Grounds it to second X. Hunt, a 218. G1, E18. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, E18. And he throws him out. That's going to be a G1 with a runner on first. And that will be a double play. So let's score that 4-4 to 3. And the side is retired. My screen here is dragging, buffering. It's no runs, one hit, the single by Sutherland, none left on after the double play. We've gone a half here. It's Montreal nothing and San Francisco coming to bat. It's buffering. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why in hell this keeps happening. And the Expos take the field now. Mike Wegener on the mound. Catching him, Ron Brand. In the infield, Fairley at first, Sutherland at second. Wine at short. Coco LeBoy at third. In the outfield, left to right, Big Mac Jones, Ty Klein, and Rusty Staub. Let me see about getting this on the big screen. YouTube, Jeffrey Guterman. That way I know it's working. Oh, Lord. Wegner finishing up his warm-ups. And leading it off for the San Francisco Giants is Ken Henderson. Okay, Wegner is ready. Right-hander, wind up, and the pitch to Henderson. Switch hitter batting left. That's 6-6, and he flies it to left field for Mac Jones. And Jones makes the play, 1 out. And here's Ron Hunt. Wegener, the windup and the pitch. 3-8, and he hit him, and that's not hard to do. He gets hit by a lot of pitches there. It was a 3-8 right-handed. Hit him. That's some place to have a hit by pitch. He's got a few of them. So Hunt is on with 1 out, and here's Jim Ray Hart. Wegner from the stretch. The pitch to Hart, 6-6, and he flies it to right field for Staub. And Staub makes the catch. Hunt will hold. 2-way. And here's Willie McCovey. Big stretch McCovey with Hunt on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's 1-3 right-handed. Oh, in a sea of trouble. He flies it to left. Deep but playable by Mac Jones. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, and a hit by pitch for the Giants. And after 1, it's a scoreless ball game. Oh, we're moving to the top of the second here. Juan Marichal. We're moving to the top of the second here. Juan Marichal. And Ron Fairley to lead it off for the Expos. Here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 5-9 left-handed, chops it to second. Hunt has it, throws to McCovey, 1 down. Now here's Mac Jones. Jones, left-handed hitter. Marichal and the pitch. 2-8. And it's hit deep by Big Mac Jones. Oh, my. To right center, and it's gone off Marichal. He hit one. He hit one off Juan Marichal, and that'll give Montreal 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Let's look at that again. It was 2-8 right-handed, home run 1-17. He's got the power. He had 22 home runs. And that'll make it a 1-0 ball game. For Jones, that's number 21. Again, he had 22 in real world. And here comes Coco LeBoy. It's 1-0 Expos. Here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch from Marichal. That's 6-6 right-handed. He lines it to short Lanier. He makes the catch. 2 outs for Ron Brand. Okay, Marichal, the windup, the pitch to Brand. That's 2-10, right-handed, and it's a base hit to left. A 2-out single, thrown in by Hart. And now Bobby Wine, the batter. One 7 right-handed, popped it up to McCovey at first. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 run, though, on the home run by Big Mac Jones. Middle of the second, 1-0 Expos. And here come the Giants now, bottom of the second. Indeed, Kathy Harden, indeed. It'll be Bobby Bonds to lead it off. Oh, here's Wegner. And the pitch to Bonds. That's 6-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Wine. He throws it to Fairley, 1 away. Now here's Jim Davenport. We'd love to hear from you if you're in the live text. Davenport, a veteran here for the Giants. Here's the pitch from Wegner. 3-7 right-handed, a base hit to right for Davenport. Staub fields it, throws it in. Davenport on first with 1 out, and here's Bob Barton. Wegner working from the stretch now. And the pitch to Barton. That's 5-5 right-handed, walked him. So it's first and second one out for Hal Lanier. Switch hitter, batting left. Oh, well, we'll see. We have races going on in the NL in both divisions, relatively good races. Giants 4 out. I think the Cards are 4.5 out, but they don't have much room to be losing any more ground. Here's Hal Lanier, first and second one out. Wegner on the pitch. That's 4-9, switch hitter, batting left. Oh my, that's going to be a double down the line. Davenport scores the tying run. Barton goes to third and holds. So it's a 1-1 ball game. Second and third, still only one out. And Juan Marichal makes his first plate appearance here. Here's Wegner. The pitch to Marichal, 6'8", right-handed. Grounds it to short, the runners will hold. With the infield back, the runners hold. On the A ball. And that'll be 2 away. And Ken Henderson is the batter in a clutch situation. We're all tied here at 1 now. Here's Wegner and the pitch to Henderson. 5-6, switch hitter batting left, and he struck him out. And that was a big one by Wegner, his first of the game. Side retired. There was 1 run, though, on 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. And we've gone 2 here. It's all tied up at 1 here at Candlestick Park. And we move to the top of the third. Marichal, he let up the home run to Big Mac Jones. Last inning. He'll face Wegner and then the top of the order here in the third. Here's Marichal now. The pitch to Wegner. 5'8", right-handed. Grounds to second X Hunt. 218. E18, 10, 14. And he makes the play. One down. And here comes Ty Klein with 1 out, nobody on. He's 0 for 1. Ty Klein, the batter, left-handed hitter. Here's Marichal. That is 1-4, and he pops it up to short. And Lanier makes the catch, 2 away for Gary Sutherland. Sutherland singled, was doubled up in the first. Here's Marichal now. The pitch to Sutherland, 3-5, right-handed, grounds it to second for Hunt. He fields it, tosses it to McCovey, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Marichal. And we're in the middle of the third. It's a 1-1 ball game. Ron Hunt will lead it off. Oh, Lord. Here's Wegner. The pitch to, that's a re-roll. 6-5, right-handed, grounds to short X. For Wine, 344. That's an S2. It's going to be a hit. 5, 10, 12, 44. It is a base hit. A leadoff single by Hunt. Oh, you said it about Japan. Oh, yeah. Very rough start. Here's Hunt on first now. Nobody out. Jim Ray Hart, the batter. Wegner, the pitch to Hart. 2-8. And it's a grounder to second, and that will be a double play. Hunt was not being held. We'll score it 4-3. And that'll be 2 outs, nobody on for McCovey. Okay, here's Wegner. The pitch to McCovey. 4-9 left-handed, and that is a base hit by McCovey. A 2-out single. Stretch on first with 2 outs, and here's Bobby Bonds. Wegner and the pitch. 3-8. Oh, it's hit deep by Bonds. Oh, my. Deep to left field. Back to the wall goes Jones. It's gone. It's a 2-run home run by Bobby Bonds, and the fans are cheering. Let's look at that again. And he was due. 3-8, right-handed. There it is for you. Home run 1/19, and it was a 7. He had about 30, 32. For Bonds, that's number 33 on the season. And that makes it a 3-1 ball game. Bonds in third place in the National League with 33 home runs, behind Stargell with 34 and McCovey with 44. So now it is a 3-1 ball game. And Jim Davenport comes up, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Wegner. 1-4 right-handed, fly ball right by Staub. He's under it, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But 2 runs off Wegner on a 2-run home run by Bobby Bonds. We've gone 3 innings here. And it's the Giants 3, the Expos 1. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Indeed. I'm going to be stepping out for some fresh air. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna start in early here with the other stuff. Absolutely, Kathy. This is not your usual Strat-O-Matic channel. I enjoy cannabis, even though I'm probably better off without it in the long run, maybe even the short run. But it's one of the few things I like to do. I'm also quite sorry that I am, in case you're tuned in, it's 3-1 Giants. I'm not my usual charming, rambunctious self. I haven't been for quite a while due to a severe depression with anxiety. And that's just, I'm not looking for sympathy, people. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. I'm gonna blaze it up here. Thank you, Charles. Oh, that's a little better. That's just a little bit better than it was. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Kathy Harden, this is not your usual Strat-O-Matic channel. folks, and I would appreciate if you leave the stigma at the door. This is the only meaningful social interaction I have online. Oh, Charles Caracciolo. What are you trying to do? Cheer me up or something? Oh, Charles, thank you. And I do think that it's probably a good idea that I do this. Steve Aquilung has arrived. That's exactly right, Charles. We're the Renegade Channel. Indeed we are. And I want to put my invitation out again to anybody who would either like to come on with me live. We can't do it in this broadcast. If it's any of you who are out there, I'd love to have you be as a guest for an interview of an oral history of your Strat-O-Matic experiences. And if you wanted to play a game, we could do that too. And just let me know in advance a date and time when you can do it. And we'll go ahead and we'll just do that right there. You know, the lighting looks pretty good at this time of day. We can still get away, but it's hard for me to read the cards. So we're going to have to turn the lights on here at Candlestick. It's a 3-1 ball game. Giants over the Expos. This is the final of a 2. Montreal won the first one. Giants can't afford any of that to happen. They are 4 games out, and almost miraculously, they're only 4 games out after having lost 7 in a row. They're really needing to win this one with Marichal, their ace. I guess him and Gaylord are aces. This is the final game of September 3, 1969, and as a bonus, after this game, time permitting, I will update everything, standings, leaders, show you how I do it, and do it real time. And probably do that in lieu of posting it on my community board. And then we'll be ready to move on to September 4, 1969. And here's Juan Marichal. I assume he made the Hall of Fame. The big right-hander, his only real mistake today was letting up a home run to Big Mac Jones. But the Giants lead it 3-1, and it's going to be Rusty Staub to lead it off. Staub grounded into a double in the first. Thank you, Joel Horlin. I figured. He won like 289 games or something. No, Charles, I do just home runs and wins. With pitchers, wins, no losses, no ERA, no nothing. and just home runs. I don't have the time to do it. I just don't have the time to do it. I wish I did, but no. I have enough, I mean, my life, do you know what I'm saying? Now, in my two other replays, 1911 and 1964, which are only in April, I'm doing wins and losses for pitchers. And I'm not doing home runs. There's just not enough of them to make it matter. Time is nuts. Yeah, I don't have time for that. And the inevitable mistakes. You have to be meticulous. But with wins and losses, you'll see how I do it. I do this after every game. The only thing, I'll explain it when I do it on the wrap-up. But meanwhile, here's Staub. Left-handed hitter. Coming in to face future Hall of Famer Juan Marichal. Yeah. Oh, I know it. Yeah, well, that's 1911. I don't know if I think I'm doing home runs for 64, I am. And that's just a token. The categories of home runs by Staub steps in the box, by the way, and that is low for a ball to Staub, 0-1. I just to me, obviously, where the tire hits the road is W's and L's, wins and losses by team. That is the only thing that is really important. But I do the home runs and the wins as a novelty, just a novelty, so we get a little taste, just a little taste of what's going on. Like Marichal, leading all of Major League Baseball with 22 wins. Here's Marichal now, the pitch to Staub. That's 5-7 left-handed, and he struck him out. Oh, Juan with his first of the day. He was not a Koufax-type strikeout pitcher. If you look at his ratio, 205 to 300. But he was just a great frickin' pitcher. I consider Marichal, Gibson, and Koufax the greatest pitchers of the 60s, if you will. Marichal and Gibson had longevity unlike Koufax. It's 1 out now. Top of the fourth fairly now. The wind-up, big kick by Marichal. And the pitch, 3-7. He walked him. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong card. And we saw Staub on the right card. So sorry, forgot to move it. 3-7, fly ball center. And Bonds is under that, 2-away. Marichal, he'll have to face Big Mac Jones here, but watch out if Marichal gets into a groove. He's pitched great baseball. Juan gets the sign from Barton. He's set. Big kick and the pitch. 6-5. Left-handed pops it up to McCovey. And Stretch McCovey makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Marichal. Nothing like a little buzz to get you out of your eye. Ooh, Lord. I'm in a bad way, folks. Ooh. And here's Mike Wegener. He'll face the bottom third of this Giants order. Nice crowd out here in Candlestick. A beautiful September Beautiful September day. And here's Barton to lead it off. He walked in the second. That moved Davenport to second after he had singled with one out, and then Lanier drove Davenport home. That was the Giants' first run. Also the 2-run homer by Bonds last inning. Here's the pitch to Barton now. 4-4 right-handed, grounds it to third X. That is for Coco, 427. E27 with Coco. And he throws him out. LaBoy. Nice play. Here's Hal Lanier. Lanier, switch hitter, batting left against a Wegener, and he doubled that run home. He doubled Davenport home. The pitch to Lanier. That is 311 right-handed. It's a base hit to left for Lanier. He's 2 for 2 today. Nice to see Hal hitting some balls. 311 right-handed. Single. Wait a minute, it's a ballpark effect. Oh, Lord Jesus. And I think I've been missing those. This game is in San Francisco. On a single. Ignore it. Instead, read the results found underneath that symbol of the ballpark effect card. To obtain results, refer to the appropriate home stadium and batting stance. Lanier, switch hitter, batting left. Most likely you will roll a 20-sided die to determine the outcome. Oh, it doesn't look good. But what would it be? It is a base hit. Oh, there's the alternative. Okay. And it is a base hit. It was 1-7. Single 1 asterisk, no one on. So we did it right. And here comes Juan Marichal. He's a B bunter. Have him hit away here. Okay, Wegener, 1 out and Lanier on first. 2 for 2, Hal, today. And the pitch. And that's 4-6 right-handed. Struck him out. And that's the second for Wegener. 2 down now with Lanier on first. And here's Ken Henderson. Yes, Kathy Harden. Yeah, keep it coming. We love to hear from you all in live text. But again, I'd like to extend my invitation to do go live together, where we both have videos. Any of you, let me know when. I have no life, so just about any time I'm available. And we could do 1 or 2 things: play baseball, play a game, or and/or do oral histories. It could be actually dialogical oral histories, meaning two people recounting their experiences with Strat-O-Matic. Here's Henderson now, 2 outs, Lanier on first, and the pitch from Wegener. And that's 5-7, switch hitter batting left, walked him. So that'll be first and second for the Giants. I'm telling you, the Giants need a win today. No ifs, ands, or buts. Marichal has retired 7 in order. We're going to need him to stay along those lines. And Expos are actually in the run to beat Philadelphia. See, our league is set up a little differently. I might go into this with you after this inning. Wegener and the pitch to Henderson. A switch hitter, 4-7, batting left. And that is a grounder to first, and it's scooped by Fairley. And he'll throw to Wegener, covering that bag. Heads up play by Wegener. And the side is retired. Yeah, I'd like to explain something to you now. There's no runs. 1 hit, 1 walk, both left. And we've gone 4 innings here in Candlestick. And this is a 3-1 ball game. That's what it is. And if you think it's anything other than that, we better check your reality testing. And we're going to show you our setups here. We have an incentive program built into this. This is all fantasy. Folks, it's all fantasy now. I hope you can see this pretty well. I'm going to give you my example in my league. My league has the rules that the team that has the best record, the team in first place in each division, makes the postseason championship series. Best 3 of 5. So what? That's not new. That's what it really is. However, in my world, there is special recognition for teams coming in second, third, even Montreal coming in 5th they're an expansion team ahead of Philadelphia. That's a shame. And they have a solid 4-game lead over them. And also the same thing goes with teams with the best winning percentage. And there is a complex algorithm, calculus, that figures out the purse that each team makes. And so you do better, the better you do, regardless of whether you win your division. And it matters a lot to these people. They didn't make what they make today. As you see, the Giants are right in this, only 4 games behind Atlanta, and they're lucky. They've lost 7 in a row. Atlanta's lost 2 in a row. I don't do more complex streaks like 4 out of 5 or anything like that. Pirates are back on their winning ways after their slump, and St. Louis now 4.5 out. Mets are only a half game behind Chicago. You see, that matters. In a way, that's considered not a championship, but third place. You know, it's like win, place, show, you know, in horse racing. So I just want to share that with you all, that's the reality that I like to work with. And the most basic reality about the replay is that we gotta make believe. And you remember make believe when you were a kid? We've got to really make believe, at least for while we're playing it. And if you want, you can think about your replays when you're not playing, just sitting around, that this is really happening, for goodness sakes. This is an alternate universe. Okay? And so with that, I ask you to have some, I don't know, I wouldn't use the word respect, but have some interest perhaps in my replay, because I set that up so strongly. The imaginative aspects and that whole deal I was talking about with the purses. Well, we're going to get a chance to look at Juan Marichal again. It's always a pleasure. And yes, absolutely, Charles. And you know, these things really happen though. Okay? Giants are dead in this race. They're only 4 games out. They can be 3 1/2 games out if they win this. And it's only September 3rd, for Christ's sakes. And at my pace of playing, we'll finish this either the end of this year or the very beginning of 2025. Certainly not, we don't think, after Valentine's Day. And it all depends on my survival, Charles. If I kick, which could easily happen, this thing is over. This dream ends. Well, Marichal on the mound, and he's he's going to face. That's what I want to live for. I want to live for the last out of this World Series. Not that, I want to tell you, not the postseason is really the reason that I'm doing this. That's just a little bonus, a big bonus maybe. It's the process, like right now. And what we're doing here, right now, is what's important. Top of the 5th and Marichal. Facing LeBoy. The wind-up, oh, such a big kick and the pitch. That's 110 right-handed. It's hit deep by Coco. Oh, my, back to the wall goes Hart, and it's one-handed against the wall. Oh, my. Oh, my, Gary. I was going to say Gary Hart. I am so sorry. Jim Ray Hart. Oh, my Lord, did you? Oh, let's look at that again. Boy, Coco slammed that one. It's right there on the dice. 110 right-handed. Home run 1-14 off his own card. It was a frickin' 20. And that'll be a long out to left. 1 down, and here comes Ron Brand. Oh, my Lord, what a catch. These Giants, there's something missing from this Giants team, and it's Willie Mays. He's hurt. He'll be out a couple more days, but oh, will it be so fun to have him coming back. If the Braves make the playoffs, I'll use the exact lineups they used against the Mets, against right and left-handed pitching. Mets probably won't make it. Pirates, it all depends, but Lou would lead off like he always does. Against right-handers, I'd have Hebner batting second. Pops, Roberto, Al Oliver, and then we go from there. If it's going to be the Giants, they never were in the playoffs. And by the way, Baltimore, Minnesota have it. We'll use their lineups. But for the Giants, I'm going to have Mays leading off. If they frickin' make these the playoffs, I'm going to have frickin' Willie Mays leading off. And he did lead off a little bit by this manager in real world. Perfect leadoff batter. Okay, Juan facing Brand now. Brand singled in the second. Pitch from Marichal. Oh, and that's going to be a 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. That's the second by Marichal. And here's Bobby Wine. Marichal has retired 9 in order now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Wine. Big kick, 4-9, right-handed, and it is a base hit by Wine off Marichal. 2 outs, Wine on first, and a Wegener coming up. McWegener, he is a 4 WR. 5'8", right-handed. Grounds to second, X Hunt. 218. That's Hunt E18. 5'11", 13, E18, 13. Oh, he boots it. Oh, it's a G1, E1. And Wine will go to second. So Ronnie Hunt. And it happens. Very realistic. Not that he was a bad fielder. Ron Hunt booted that. And the Expos have first on second. It's 2 outs. And here's Ty Klein now. Tyrus is 0 for 2. Marichal trying to get out of this. He can't afford to let any of this shit come in. Marichal from the stretch. Pitch to Klein. That's 2-5 right-handed. Oh, he walked him. Marichal has loaded the bases for Gary Sutherland. Ain't that something? Sutherland 1 for 2. He singled in the first. He was cut down in a double play. Marichal now bearing down. He looks in. He winds, doesn't wind. He's from the stretch still with a big kick. And that is 2-8 right-handed. And he dribbles it to Davenport, a dribbler. He picks it up and tosses it across to McCovey. Oh, nice play by Davenport to retire the side. So that's going to be no runs, 1 hit, an error, a walk, and they were all, I tell you, all left on. Now that all started with 2 outs. Single by Wine, the boot by Hunt, and Klein being walked. And got Sutherland on a dribbler. To Davenport. And we're in the middle of the 5th. It's a 3-1 ball game. We're back here in San Francisco. I can think of all the many people who have died. Tragically. And say, well, Jeff, then your life is not so bad. Think of people being led into gas chambers. Many of them, if not most of them, I'm not sure, not knowing what's going to happen and being told they're going to have a shower and have the gas come down. Now, I am so sorry to get heavy on you. That's another thing about this channel. This channel, this YouTube network You don't always hear or see what you want to see, but it might be helpful to see it. Sometimes it's just plain inappropriate. The things I say, the things I do, and you'd be better off not knowing about it. But just imagine that. Can I just focus on that? And what does that say? That helps me feel better about my life. Nothing else. Not going, well, Strat-O-Matic does. Weed does. The quips from Charles Caracciolo and everybody else, Kathy Harden, Joel Horlin, Steve Aquilong, Mr. Hibbs, and everybody else out there in this Strat-O-Matic network. This is a network. There are methodological boundaries drawn between these channels, but they really are all connected, like the channel of Steve Aquilong. Well, Wegener's gonna get on the mound, and it's gonna be Hart. Oh boy, what a catch Hart made on the long fly ball by LeBoy. And Hart's 0 for 2. So here's Wegener on the mound, and the wind up. Here's the pitch. It's 2-6 right-handed. It's a base hit by Hart. All right, Jim Ray. I always thought Jim Ray was good. He didn't have the greatest year here, but he wasn't awful. I always thought Jim Ray was a good dude, and he got a base hit there. That's beautiful for Stretch. So Stretch comes up with Bonds on deck. It's a nice 1-2 punch there. Maybe among the best in baseball. I guess Killebrew and Oliva. I don't know what else to compare. Pops and Clemente are a great 1-2 punch. And I like how they put the big home run hitter. By the way, big man Howard and Epstein when Epstein plays. I like the idea of putting the big one third, so they throw to him. And Ruth batted third. It was Gehrig who batted fourth most of the time. Of course, there were deviations, but generally, Ruth batted third. So Hart, short lead off first, and Stretch is up. He's 1 for 2, 44 home runs. Here's Wegener, and the pitch to McCovey. That's 311 right-handed. It's a base hit to left. Big Mac Jones throws it in hard. Goes to second. And holds. So look at that, Hart and Stretch with big singles to lead it off. That's exactly what you need. And here's the Bobby Bonds now. Bobby has a little son. I don't know if he was born yet, named Barry. And Willie Mays became Barry's godfather. And they have a very close relationship. And it's too bad that Bobby died relatively young. Bobby Bonds steps into the batter's box, and Bonds died in 2003. He was only 57. Complications from lung cancer and a brain tumor. Isn't that sad? And he was one hell of a player. Bond's a right-handed hitter. McCovey on first, Hart on second, nobody out. Here's Wegner. 5-10 right-handed. Catcher X. Anybody out there? Catcher X for Bonds on a 5-10. That'll be Brand 4-5. Brand E5. 11-15. It's a PF. Clean. It's a pass ball. Oh my. Oh my, it's a pass ball by Brand. Isn't that exciting? Whoops. He goes to second, I'm sorry. Oh, is a pass by anybody out there digging this game here? Anybody at all? And that'll be second and third. Still nobody out. Still Bobby Bonds at the plate. Okay, Wegener got himself, pass ball baby by Brand. Okay, now, Wegener in some deep doo-doo right now. Nobody out, second and third, the pitch to Bonds. That's going to be 4-3 right-handed. Grounds back to Wegener. X. It's a 4-3 right-handed. He's a 2-8. Whoa, it's a 2-2 S1. And he's an E8, baby. Oh, Lord, 9-10. It is a base hit, an S1, and everybody's going to move up. Hart comes home, and McCovey goes to third. Isn't that a pretty piece of hitting by Bobby Bonds? If you watch this at bat, oh my. It was hit to Wegener and it got through. That's as simple as it is. And it was an infield hit. It dribbled, and neither Wine, the shortstop, or Southern, the second baseman, could even get to it. So it was first and third, still nobody out. 4-1 ball game. Wegner's first endurance is next inning. There is action. Dan McGinn warming. He pitched in this game in real world. And Wegener trying to get out of this now. First and third, one in. Nobody out. Pitch to Davenport. That's going to be 5-4 right-handed. Fly ball center X. Klein, a 2-5. E5. That's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 on an E5. And he flies out and the runners hold. So nice catch by Klein, throwing it in. That's one out, first and third. Here's Bob Barton now, giving him a chance. He walked round to third. Look at his card. Just look at that. 170 hitter. He's hitting because he played in this game in the real world and they're winning right now. We could pinch hit for him later. That's how we manage that. Here's the pitch to Barton now. That's 5-7 right-handed. Fly ball center. This may be deep enough for McCovey. It's hit deep. Klein makes the catch. And yes, McCovey will come home. 2 runs in. Bob Barton with the run batted in on the fly ball. Good job, Bob Barton. 2 down now, and here's Lanier 2 for 2. It's now a 5-1 ball game, Giants. Okay, here's Wegner now, trying to get out of it. That's 2-3 right-handed, pops it up behind the plate. Brand makes the catch and the side is retired. Oh my. But 2 big runs for the San Francisco Giants on 3 straight singles and then ultimately a fly ball sacrifice by Bob Barton, the catcher. And he is a 2. He may be a +2, but he's a 2 E4. And we're going to continue with this ball game watching Juan Marichal pitch. After a very brief break here at the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I hope that you're enjoying watching this ball game. Charles Caracciolo. We're watching Juan Marichal here. He's allowed 1 run in 5 innings, 4 hits. One of them was the home run to Big Mac Jones. He walked 1, struck out 2. And he loaded the bases with 2 outs. 2 outs, then there were 2 straight outs, then he loaded them last inning and got out of it. His first endurance is the 9th. Juan Marichal with 22 wins on the season. I think I'm going to treat myself to another hit. And then we'll get back to this ball game. I hope you don't mind. And I hope you're enjoying this broadcast here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We're going to be going all year. Or at least I hope I am. I broadcast all games of my replay, 1969. And as long as I am able enough, there have been a few times recently, when I just wasn't up to it and I either finished it while suffering or suspended a ball game. I've suspended my share. And if you don't mind, I'll take another hit here. Kathy Harden is with us. There's something very real about this. Very, very real. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy, this is not your usual Strat-O-Matic network. Okay? It really isn't. The Montreal Express. All aboard the train. Graham Nash wrote that song. Story has it, that's why he left the Hollies. They didn't want to put it on their next album. Montreal takes them out. Yeah, heard about that, Rhodes Scholar. It's going to be Staub, Fairley, and Big Mac Jones. I guess you'd call it the heart of the order. Here's Staub 0 for 2. Montreal now. 4-7 left-handed. And that's a liner to second, caught by Hunt. Well, that'll make up for his error. Which didn't score a run, 1 out. And here's Fairley now. Another left-handed hitter. They got 3 in a row here. Mac Jones also a left-handed hitter. Montreal. That's 3-4. Grounds it to third. Davenport over to Stretch. Just like that, it's 2-way now. Montreal really throwing it very nicely today. But here's Jones. He homered off Montreal and he popped to first. Montreal. That's 5-10 left-handed. Fly ball left field. Playable by Hart. Jim Ray Hart makes the catch, and it's another 1-2-3 inning by Marichal, and it stays 5-1, middle of the sixth. This is Wegener's first endurance inning. Mike Wegener is one of those guys. Did you know he gave up Willie Mays' 3,000th hit in 1970? He's still alive. A relatively obscure player. It's going to be Marichal leading it off. He's 0 for 2. Here's Wegener now. 5-6 right-handed, struck him out. That's the third for Wegener. And here's Henderson. Henderson, 3-11, grounds it to short for Wine. And he throws it to Fairley, 2-away. And here's Hunt, hit by a pitch, singled, and grounded out to first. Hunt. The pitch from Wegener now. That's 3-12 right-handed. And it's a liner to short, caught by Wine. And that will retire the side. 1-2-3 for Wegener. Oh, wonderful. That might be his last inning, though. Here's Marichal now. Basically unhittable since the home run. Couple singles scattered. He did get out of bases loaded with 2 outs in the 5th. It's going to be Coco now. And boy, did he make a catch. Actually, that was Jones. Here's LeBoy now. It's Coco LeBoy. Any of you remember him? You have the 70 Topps card of Coco LeBoy. Wow. Well, here's Marichal, and the pitch to Coco. That's going to be 3-8 right-handed. Struck him out. And it's the third strikeout by Juan. Here comes Ron Brandt. They've already got McGinn ready, warmed and ready. Here's the pitch to Brand now. Very weak lineup. 3-6, walked them. Okay. And they'll have a pinch hitter if Wine doesn't double. So Brand on first, one down. Here's Wine. Marichal has let his share of base runners on today. Gotten out of it, except for the home run by Big Mac Jones. Here's the pitch to Wine. That's 5-5 right-handed, struck him out. Oh, he got Wine swinging. And that's going to be 2 away, and yes, there's going to be a hitter for Wegener here. He pitched 6. Nine hits, walked 2. Struck out 3 and allowed 5 runs. And it will be Dan McGinn coming in. Next inning. There is McGinn, and he's ready. He's basically ready. He's been warming. He has stopped warming right now. There's going to be a hitter. For Montreal. They're down by 4. It's going to be Jim Ferry. 49 at-bats. You know, I bet you he learned how to fight when he was a kid. Jim Ferry, not to be confused with Ron Fairley. This is a Ferry. Nothing against gay people or anything like that. I'm just saying as a name, it's a little bit, a little strange. Here's Ferry now. Left-handed hitter. It's Brand on first, 2 down. Marichal trying to close up the inning here. The pitch to Ferry. That's 4-6 left-handed. Base hit, Ferry. Brand goes to second. He's slow. I should have frickin' taken him out. But it really doesn't matter. He's a 1-13. Okay. Surprised. Brand. It was a 4-6 single. He's a 1-13. Whoa, wait a minute. 4-6 single left-handed, single center. Bond's arm. Oh, forget about it. And here comes Ty Klein. And I just want to tell you, Ty Klein pretty much sucks. Here's his numbers. I mean, you know, to me, we used to have an expression, sucks shit. Okay? But he played. In a big clutch situation, Ty Klein with the Expos down by 4. This is the most important at bat. This could make or break the game for them if there's any hope. The pitch from Marichal, and whoa, the big kick That's 1-4 right-handed. Popped it up to short. And Lanier makes the catch, and Marichal gets out of it again because he's a great pitcher. Oh, he's a great freaking pitcher. It was no runs for Montreal. I don't think anybody wants Montreal. One hit, a walk, and both left on. Good try. Ferry with the pinch hit, base hit. And there's going to be a new pitcher here. Going to be a new pitcher here for the fuck is he? Did I take him out already? Where the fuck is Dan McGinn? My Lord. Where the hell? Oh, I'm upset now. Where's Dan McGinn? I've never lost a player. Let's just... Oh, here he is. Oh, fuck. He was on the fielding chart and it was sort of camouflaged. There he is, Dan McGinn. And if it's okay with you, we'll give him a little chance to get to the mound and take his warm-ups. It's a 5-1 ball game. Giants on their way here with Marichal being Marichal. Even with runners on base, getting out of it. He did allow the home run to Big Mac Jones. But it's been a Marichal night for sure. And Dan McGinn is on his way to the mound. Oh yeah, I'm just about to look him up because you know he died recently. This guy was freaking real, and he pitched in this game in real world. Man, McGinn, if I'm not mistaken, died. Yeah, he died in March 1st of this year. He was 79. Born in Omaha, Nebraska. Just the beautiful heartline of America. Let me see if he's on Find a Grave. Boy, how that happens quickly. Let's see. There's no picture of the... Oh, here it is. Wait a minute. Is this it? No. Wow. He was an account manager with AT&T after he played baseball. I am not able to find any picture of him in his later years. was born and died in Omaha. I imagine that could be a real hometown to you. And Dan McGinn now is on the mound taking his warm-ups. And his performance was not bad at all, given he's on the Expos with that kind of fielding. Hits, inning pitched, good ratio. Decent strikeout ratio. He got 6 saves. He only started 1 game, so they don't make him. And if that comes up, you use him. You know, Strat-O-Matic didn't make him a starter because they don't want people starting him a lot. He only had 1. But if it comes up in the Baseball Reference, which it should or it has, I don't remember, Mr. McGinn would start the ball game. If you're wondering what this stain is here, it's faded. I spilled coffee on these 1969 Expos. This was months and months ago. And unfortunately, it wasn't a bad. A couple people got hit bad, but this was about as bad per card. And I think it adds character. And on the advanced side, you hardly even notice it. Okay, it's up there. Interesting. It's up there, and over here it's on the side. Yeah. That's the upside. Yep. And McGinn taking his warm-ups now on the mound. This game to me is very, very realistic. And McGinn has taken his warm-ups, and we're ahead to the bottom of the 7th here. Trying to bring you some good action in this ball game. Even though it is a 5-1 ball game, always entertaining to see the Giants with Marichal. And now we have Dan McGinn coming in. And he's going to face Hart, McCovey, and Bonds. Here's Jim Ray now. Jim Ray. Digging into that box there. You go look at some of his other years. He had some pretty good years. Jim Ray. And he's 1 for 3 today, came home. Okay, McGinn is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Jim Ray. That's 5-7. Grounds to second X. And of course, that's Sutherland 326. That is a E26 with Sutherland. That's 7-9. And he throws him out. Nice play by Sutherland at second. And here comes Stretch. Stretch has hit 44 long ones, if I'm not mistaken. We'll know if and when we do the wrap-up, the day's wrap-up live. Here's McCovey now. 1 out, nobody on McGinn. 3-5, and he walked him. Very easy to do. The late Dan McGinn facing the late Willie McCovey. Both of them are dead. Here's another man who's dead. Bobby Bonds. Oh, God. It's kind of sad. Here's the pitch from McGinn. 3-8. And it's hit well by Bonds. Into the gap. That might, oh, that's not going to stretch. No. Stretch will go to third and hold. He's a 1-8, for Christ's sakes. I wonder why he's so goddamn slow. He's a 1-10. It was a 3-8 left-handed double to center. No asteroids. He's a 0. We don't need to bring him home leading 5-2. Second and third, 1 out, and here's Davenport. So McCovey, they put the brakes on McCovey there. Beautiful double. Bonds working on a cycle here. If he gets a triple in the ninth, it's Bonds on second, McCovey on third, 1 down, and it's going to be Jimmy Davenport, 1 for 3. Played for the Giants for many, many years. Excuse me one moment. Oh. All right. So it's second and third. With only 1 out, Davenport at the plate. Here's McGinn now. That's 4-6 right-handed. Walked him. McGinn has loaded the bases. It's 1 out. Bases full of Giants. For Barton, who will hit. A 170 hitter. He had 160 at-bats. Did some catching. They put him in the lineup. They didn't quite know probably yet how bad he was going to be. Giving him a chance. He did walk, which helped set up the first run, and he drove in a frickin' sacrifice run. Sacrifice fly ball. So he has contributed. He's 0 for 1, a walk and a sacrifice fly, and it's going to be Bob Barton coming up. And mind you, the bases are full. Now here's McGinn. Full wind-up and the pitch. That's 112 left-handed. Oh, my! Oh, my, it's hit into the gap. For a double, at least 2 will score. McCovey trots home. Bond skips home. Davenport rounding third. 1 to 10, he'll hold. A 2-run frickin' double by Bob Barton. His second and third runs batted in the ball game, and he is a 170 hitter. Bob Barton, come on, folks. Let's give it up for Bob Barton now. Anybody at all willing to give it up for Bob Barton? Oh, there he goes. Charles Caracciolo, Bob frickin' Barton, a 170 hitter with a double. Bringing home 2. And that's it for Dan McGinn. Oh, my. There's going to be a little break in the action, folks. I hope you understand. But I'm enjoying watching the Giants and Marichal. He's freaking knocked out right in his first inning. This is not what the Expos had in mind, and I'm free to use who I want. And I'm in that kind of mood. He pitched 1/3, allowed 2 doubles, 2 walks. He's allowed 2 thus far, responsible for Barton and Davenport with 1 out. That is fucking funny shit. It's going to be the veteran, Roy Face. Roy Face is coming in right now. It is a 7-1 ball game. A win here tonight by the Giants puts them within 3 1/2 games of the first place Braves, the closest race in baseball. The Cardinals trail the first place Pirates in the East by 4.5 right now. You'll see that later. And the other thing I'm going to tell you about is AL is a blowout. And you understand what that's all about. Here's Roy Face taking his warm-ups now. Right-hander, was on the Pirates. Had quite a career. He comes in second and third, only 1 out. He'll face Hal Lanier when he's ready. Lanier steps in the box. He's a switch hitter batting left against Roy Face. Third Expos pitcher today, 7-1 ball game. Here's the pitch to Lanier. 1-3 right-handed, popped him up. Oh, that's as good as can be that he could have done, Roy Face. To second, Sutherland makes the catch, and that'll be 2 away. That was as good as you can do. And here's Juan Marichal. Juan 0 for 3, struck out twice. Face. 6-6. Right-handed. Base hit by Marichal. Oh, fucking base hit. A base hit to right by Marichal. This will score at least 1. Let me just make sure my eyes don't deceive me here. 6-6. Marichal batting, right-handed. 6-6. Look for it, Jeff. There it is, single right field. No asteroids. Davenport scores. Lanier rounding third. That single was to right. 1-12, 2 outs, 1-14, -4. A 1-10. He's coming home, and the throw, and he's out. I just wanted to make it fun. But he was thrown out by actually center field 0. He's a 1-12, 1-14. He's out. But 3 frickin' runs. Oh, shit. And actually, McGinn gets charged with that second out. He gets 2 2/3 of an inning. Face pitched 1/3. And he gets charged with 3 runs. And it is an 8-1 ball game. Oh, that was funny as heck and exciting. I liked that Barton. Was it Barton? Oh shit. Was it Barton? He was even worse. Actually, he's 1-10. Okay, 1-10, 1-12. He's still out with a 17. I had called it for Lanier, but no, same thing. And we did that for fun because they're freaking winning 8-1 with Marichal. And after 7, it is 8-1 Giants. Marichal takes the mound now for the top of the 8th. He's been nothing but trouble to the Here's Marichal now. Here's the pitch to Sutherland. (3-7), and he grounds it to Lanier at short, 1 out. Here's Stop. Oh my God. Folks, I think I need just a few minutes because I have some really messed up thoughts in my head about personal issues right now. So I'm gonna take a break. I hope to come back, okay? Thanks a lot. Oh. You ever smoke some weed and then think some thoughts that disturb you? Thoughts about your personal life, your loved ones, fear, paranoia. That just happened to me. But I think I will stay out of it. It doesn't have to do with me directly, and the best thing for me is just to stay out of it. I can't possibly help in that situation. As morbid and unfortunate as it is. Here's Stop, facing Montreal now. And the pitch from Montreal. That's 5-6, left-handed, struck him out. Number 4 for Juan Montreal. He's just an amazing pitcher. And here comes Ron Fairley now. 0 for 3, Ron. There's a strike call to Fairley. Montreal picking up a winner tonight. .49 left-handed, struck him out. That's number 5, and the side is retired again. Here's Roy Face now. Roy Face again. Top of the order. It's 8-1 Giants. And then we'll see, get a chance there for Montreal in the top of the ninth. The veteran Roy Face now. The pitch to Henderson. Oh, that's 4-7, left-handed, fly to center. And Klein makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Ron Hunt. Hit, singled, grounded to the pitcher, and popped too short. Hunt. 4-8 right-handed, struck him out. So Face gets Hunt, and it's Jim Ray Hart, 2 outs, nobody on. Expos down by 7 here. Here's Face now, the pitch to Jim Ray. That's 4-8. And he struck him out. So Face actually does a pretty fair job. He did let up the base hit to Montreal, which scored a run. But he has a 1-2-3 there. We're heading to the ninth, though. And it's all Juan Marichal who's gone all the frickin' way. Juan Marichal going for win number 23 to lead Major League Baseball as he does now. Okay, here comes Big Mac Jones now, top of the ninth, to lead it off. Jones, LeBoy, and Brand. The big guy, the Big Mac Jones, did hit a home run. That's been the only run off Marichal. He did it in the second. That's 1-6, right-handed. Hit him! Oh, he hit him. And Mac Jones having words with Marichal. And you know, Marichal has a hot temper. He once clubbed Johnny Roseborough over the head with a bat. I don't want to get into it, though. Oh, he hit him. You know, I wonder if it's a little resentment from the home run. Oh, so Mac Jones will take first to lead it off here. Now here's Coco. Coco 0 for 3. Marichal from the stretch. That's going to be 3-3 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Stretch, takes it to the bag. Big Mac Jones goes to second on that. And here comes Ron Brand. Not bad, 258. One out, Big Mac on second, Marichal. 5-6, struck him out. And that is the 6th strikeout for Juan Marichal. And he's going to try to finish it up here against Wine, 1 for 3. And he got Wine on strikes. Juan Marichal really been something here today. Here's the stretch. That's 6-9 right-handed. Grounds it to short X. That might be it for Lanier. It's a 6-9 right-handed. Grounded to Lanier. 229. 2-2. It's an S1. E29. That's 10-12. And it is a base hit. It's an S1 base hit. And whoa, Jones holds at third. Oh my. Just making it a little harder for Juan Marichal, making him work for this. And there's going to be a hitter here for face. There's going to be a hitter for face. The Expos are down by 7. Ooh. Ooh. It will be Bob Bailey. I haven't used him much unless he started. And we're just going to do it. So Big Bob Bailey is coming to the batter's box. Marichal with 2 outs, first and third. And here's Bailey. Marichal still with endurance. The pitch to Bailey. That's 4-7 right-handed. Whoa, it's going to be a double down the line for Bailey. Big Mac Jones scores. Wine goes to third. And that makes it an 8-2 ball game. Now the Expos again with 2 outs, second and third. And no one's talking to Marichal. No one's coming out for him. One more hit or walk. He does reach fatigue. No one's fucking with him. That was a Bob Bailey with the big double there. Here's Ty Klein now. No one's fucking with Marichal. No pitcher's coach coming out to fuck with his head. It's 2 outs now, second and third. Here's Marichal. The pitch to Klein. That's 4-6 left-handed, and it's a base hit up the middle. Oh. Wine scores. Bailey will probably hold. I didn't pinch run for him because it just, they're down by a lot, but it's a single to center. Bailey stretching. They need more runs anyway. He's probably not too bad. 1-13, 2 outs, 1-15. Out in center. 1-15, -4, 1-11. You see the he'll hold. So it will be first and third, 2 down. And Tyrus gets a run batted in. Marichal has reached fatigue, but now they're going to let him stay in the game for one more out. Strat-O-Matic tells you to pull him. I almost always do. But it is an 8-3 ball game. Marichal really having trouble here in the ninth, but look at how we're sticking with him for at least one more try. It's 2 outs. He can get a complete game. Here's the pitch to Sutherland. 4-10 right-handed. Fly ball center, can of corn. Bonds makes the catch, and this ball game is frickin' over. Frickin' Expos got 2 in the top of the ninth. The final score 3-5-8-3. Quite an interesting game. Marichal with his 23rd. He had to work for it there at the end. He ends up with 8 hits, walked 2 batters, struck out 6, and allowed 3. Wegner gets the loss. The final line in this ball game: Giants 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Expos 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Thank you, Kelly Hibbs. I'm going to enter this, like I said to people. I think I have time. And I'm going to show you just what I do. As I said, I would do my roundup at the end of the of this ball game. You have a great evening, Kathy Harden. Thank you. Thank you for being here, as always. from tip to tail. And now if anybody's interested in hanging on, I'm going to be doing my wrap up here. Up close and personal. This is bonus content. Typically what we do to start off is you always start off with the box on any given game. And if it's not checked off, it needs to be entered. And we're going to enter this game. It just so happens to be the last game. And it was the Giants beating Montreal. And what we do is we go on our, if you see actually down here, this file SOM, it's called. Open that up. And there's all the replays right there. 1911. 1964, 1969, and 72 football. Here we'll open up the 69 file. And the first thing we're going to do is we note that this was game 16-13. So we're going to change that on the top. We're going to add one win to San Francisco. Put them 3.5 behind and make them a one-game winning streak. They break their losing streak. We're going to put one loss to Montreal, adjust their games behind, and put them on a losing one. Then we're going to do something, and this just happens to be the final wrap-up for the date. And by the way, I checked this upper. Oh, did I? Oh shit, that would be fucked up. Look at this, and the good thing is I always write it here. They were 76 and 58. I would have picked up on that, by the way. 76 and 58. Yeah, you're right. They should be 76, 77. But I always check games behind. And fortunately, I have I always keep that because when I went to do games behind, it wouldn't make sense. So the redundancy here, 76 and 58, they'll be 77 and 58. Montreal, I did right, 57 and 79. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add these up. The NL and the AL. We don't have to touch the AL because they were done last. Yeah. This works for me. Because I have it backed up. I catch all errors with my redundancy. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go here 140, 153. And I'm doing this through the phone. Shit. I shouldn't. 139. $109. And you keep going. 158. 134. 114. And numbers don't lie, it should be 807. Numbers don't frickin' lie. Now we do the losses. We do the losses. 114. 132. 160. 113. 120, 133. 155. 807. Then we add the 807 here in both places, wins and losses. And then we add it up with the AL, and that comes up to 1613. And that's exactly the number we're looking for. Now what we do is a check on the games behind. And it's not so hard. Start with, we do it, we'll eyeball it. That's gonna be 3, wait a minute. 3 plus 6, that's 9, that's correct. Divide it by 2. 7 and, wow, that's something. 7 and 13, 20, that's 10. They've played a lot of games. 10, 11. $22, that should be 25. Wait a minute, 20, 21, and 25, that's great. $26, 27, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the divided by 2. It's very, very time consuming. 4, 7, 3.5. Yeah. See, it's very, very, it's not fun. 14 and 11, that's 25, that's correct. And this one is a 13, you can cheat. 16, 14. 31 and 33. 30, I'm sorry, 30, 32 and 31. So that's the NL. $23, $22. $26, $24, $27, $28, $36, $35, $47 across the board. 21, 20, 34, 31, 41, 39, 45 across the board, 46 and 47. So that takes care of that. As far as our leaders go, they're unchanged because I keep it updated in real time. McCovey with 44 leads quite well. Marichal with his 23rd win, and we put those in. And he leads all of Major League Baseball. We will also put him here in the main track. Hot Dog Jackson leads all of baseball with 49 home runs. Howard with 47, Killebrew 39. Horton doing well, 37. Cuellar and McNally have 120 for Baltimore, so they have two 20-game winners. Maybe Palmer has a chance. Boswell also 120. Folks, that's the long and short of it. Take care. I got to throw out the garbage.